So what we're doing today is the gymnastics at home program. So we're working on the handstand. Notice that a lot of the time when people flip upside down, you won't actually think forward is that way, but when you're upside down, forward's that way. So a lot of the work needs to be on strengthening your neck. So we're actually going to be working on headstands first, and then doing different variations in this video. So the first 6 exercises is about preparing your handstand, and then the next 2 exercises known as the B series will be handstand work and hang work. Based off your skill or where you're at, you work on doing the variation that suits you. We're going to go through quite a few of them. So first thing you're going to do, turn the hands out, timer, 2 minutes, spread the thumbs, and sit back. Key is keep your palms flat, and you can move left to right. So for this video, I'm actually going to do everything with you. I'm not doing all 6 sets. I'm just going to do 1 set. Those are tuning in, you can do 1 set with me. It's actually really nice to do 1 round to loosen you up. So that's actually why we're filming at this time of the night, because we've done about 6 different videos. We're tired, but now we're actually loosening up. So even if you're working on your handstands, you don't actually need to go into the advanced option. You could do a moderate to light option if you're training in the evening and feel a bit tired, because this can be a nice way to loosen you up. Now, after you've done about 45 seconds, change your hand position, spread the fingers, and twist left to right. So you're just opening up your wrists. If you want to do more than 2 minutes, you're more than welcome to do 2 minutes. Everything in the rep sequence is for 20 to 30 reps. If you're not a fan of counting, you can just do breaths. Now when you come forward, spread the fingers. You want to think the hypothalamic, this part of the hand, presses into the floor, spread the fingers, so your index finger should be pointing forward. And again, shifting left to right, leaning as far forward as you can. This can be pretty gnarly. If you want to get a little bit more in it, elevate the fingers. Ooh, like with books. Works really well. Or if you've been working at a desk, push the wrist down, turn out. Left to right. Notice we don't want the shoulders forward, we want to pull them back. If it's too much, bend the elbows and work that range from there. Left wrist is a bit tighter, so I'm just going to work that one a little bit more. Once you come to the end of that 2 minutes, I'm going to shake your hands out.
Shake the block away.
And then you're going to spread those fingers across the floor again. Same setup as before. Index fingers should point forward. Stack the hands. So you want to think like spider fingers and then cat-cow. So you pull your shoulders together, or what's known as a scapular push-up. Shoulders together, looking forward, and then press around the back. Now for this video, we're going to do 20 reps of everything, but you can do more. If you wanted to progress this, you can tuck the toes so your knees are off the ground. Looks a little more midline, or you can go straight legs. So scapula's warming up the muscles, the upper back, the shoulders. And if you're feeling a little stiff, you can actually go a little more laterally. So you're just exploring your own body to get the most out of this movement. Opening up your mouth, sticking your tongue actually can help to open the neck. So your jaw connects obviously to the neck, so by opening up the jaw you can stretch out the neck as well. Let's go 5 more. As we round out through the shoulders, pulling the stomach in nice and tight, so you are starting to warm up through the midsection here. Now remember the next one, headstand, you can do this for 2 minutes as well, or 1 to 2 minutes, but then you're going to work on breathing. So if you actually don't have a timer, then you're going to do 20 breaths for this. So same setup with the hands, you're just going to pull your chin in, shoulders pull away from the ears, head down. If your neck is feeling quite tight, let me reach your arm away, lean to the side, just oscillate the neck 1 minute each side, just to open up the neck if you are feeling quite stuck. I'm not, so I'm good to go. Headstand,
Putting a bit of weight into the shoulders. If we're going to go a little bit further, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and hold. So the hands pressing down onto the floor, elbows squeezing in as you hold. Remember, you can modify these options if you need a rest.
Include that in your breath. So if you're doing 20 breaths and you've done 10 already, maybe you rest for 3 or 4. The goal is to be as slow as you can with the breath. And when you're ready to go again, chin in and you finish off the rest. To go further, you can bring the knees onto the elbows. Shouldn't be forced, should be nice and firm. Again, pulling your shoulders away from your ears and you're holding. Once you finish that, rolling onto your back. Pull your chin and chest up off the floor, reaching down as far forward as you can. Thighs together and hold. Now if you struggle to create tension, use a book or a block to squeeze and hold. Variation 1. When we exhale, pulling the stomach in as tight as we can. Variation 2. If you're noticing your stomach is puffing up, that's you using your hip flexors. That's going to use your lower back. Set up either feet first, then the head, or head first, then the legs. Do one at a time so you can make sure you're on top of this. A little note, we all have rolls. So if you're like, oh no, like this allows us to move. So naturally the skin is going to fold up. There's nothing you can do about it. If you're noticing tension in the back of the head because of the headstand, you can place your hand behind your head. And no one should be able to take the block out. This is how tight you're squeezing it. Then release and relax. Now that is one round. Then from there, you're going to go right foot on, forward fold. This increases the stretch if you're quite tight to your hamstrings and your calves. Literally just shift the hips back and forth. So you can use a book or a block. And literally rocking left to right 20 times, 10 more. So the forward fold and the calf work, it acts as a bit of a recovery for you before you go back to doing the wrist scapular push-ups and then going into the headstand. Once you've done that, other side. Now if you're looking to go further with this, the key is actually to push hips back, fold forward. Objective is to get your head to your toes. Breathing in, exhale. So again, using my breath to work through here. Go 13 more. Really squeezing your quad, bending the opposite leg to give you balance. Not forcing it, just gently moving through it. 3, 2, 1. Feet together. Now there are 3 variations. Toes turned out, toes turned in. So if you're doing 6 sets, do all variations. So we're doing 30 reps. So calf raise, bit of a squeeze at the top, keeping the legs straight, down and up. So if you are going toes out, then you are going to feel a lot more glute squeeze because that your hips push forward to hip extension to work through here. So 10 more. So then from here, I go back into the forearm stretch. Then I'll do the scapular push-up, then perform the headstand again, hollow body hold, and then forward fold and calf raise. Because typically a lot of the time most people are tight or not warmed up through the calves and hamstrings, so it stops them from kicking up. So by warming that up prior to doing handstand work, you'll find it a lot easier. So it's only really your strength or the skill that's stopping you. From there, so let's imagine we've done the 6 sets already, or the 4, whatever you're planning to do. Then you're going to handstands. So version 1, spread the fingers. You need to be able to perform each one for 60 seconds. If you can't hold this for 60 seconds with good form, then it means you shouldn't be progressing to the next level. To progress to the next level, you must perform all 5 sets for 60 seconds on, and then 60-second hang, 5 times, exactly the same. So version 1, press into the floor, so
Slightly lean forward, hold. Version 2, tuck the toes, hold. Version 3, shifting left to right. So transferring the weight. If you can do the hand, so you're constantly moving through, not slouching, press up firm. Then you'll ease up once you've done 60 seconds. Now, 2 options. You can hang from a door frame or a bar, or if you don't have that at home, use a kitchen sink or a door, grab onto the side, lean back, and rotate left to right. If you don't have a timer, do 20 breaths as you rotate left to right. You do the other side. So those that can't see, what we're doing is we're grabbing onto the door frame or onto the kitchen sink. So we'll quickly do the kitchen sink as well for everyone. Spin the camera around. So what you're going to do, hand grabs on, lean back and hold. Now rotate to the left and then to the right. Can offset your foot, so if my left hand's holding on, my left foot steps back, my right foot comes forward, so I can get more leverage through that side stretch. Oh man, that feels good. So once you've done a total of 10 breaths each side, you come back and you take your next variation. So again, if you're still here, again 60 seconds really pressing up. Next progression is to come onto the toes. Then push up. Not down dog where you push back, you stay stacked up. And you're staying up on your tippy toes, pushing up and away. For those that can perform or want to go further, you want to use a wall. So from here, you're going to be literally heels touching the wall. Stack the hands, press up, and then you lift the feet up as high as you can. Pull the belly in and hold. Now again, for 60 seconds is the goal. As you get better, you're going to walk those hands in closer and closer until you're able to stack. If you're someone who's able to get up to this point, you can hold 5 sets, 60 seconds. Send me a video, and then I'll send through the next progression for you. If not, keep working on it, because the thing is, your hands, when you're a kid, we were born, we started crawling and walking. We actually did not start running. So the same thing is, we've got to build the hands up to have the ability to move, and we've got to take our time doing that. A lot of time with most people when they do handstands, they just kick up straight away, and they wonder why they hurt the shoulder and the arms. If you are quite stuck in the shoulders, little tip, you can do a modified version here. Pull the belly in, up on your fingertips, and as you exhale, press the chest to the floor, eyes forward. Breathe in, exhale, go deeper. And that's a really nice way to open up the back and the shoulders. That's the gymnastics posture. That's the gymnastics program. Hope you enjoy. Have a great time.